Hi, I'm Sunny and you're watching Sunny Preps, and this is a special edition of the Sunday Success Stories because it's got to be real quick. First of all, on the keto success, I have finally lost everything that I regained when I kind of figured out I'm not necessarily allergic, but I'm reacting to almonds, and they are causing me to retain a lot of water. I think that's what did it, because when I cut that out and gave my body time to rest, regenerate, get back to normal, whatever, I started losing again. And now I have lost all of that and 1 more pound. It's going slow, but it's taking time for my body to get used to the idea of burning fat instead of expecting carbs and or proteins all the time. So that is working. Another success this week is I have another one of my properties ready to get on the market for rent. So that's fantastic. And I'm all stocked up. If you can see my toilet paper, I'm pretty well stocked. I can't think of anything else I really have to go out and buy. I do keep going out and getting stuff as long as it's available, because we just don't know how long this supply shortage is going to last. That's the thing that bothers me the most about everything that's going on right now, is the supply shortage. And if any other countries need to react the way China did and shut down major manufacturing and things like that, if we have to do that here in the States, then supply shortages are going to continue for quite a while. We just don't know how long. So we're preppers. Be ready. Or at least I'm a prepper, so I'm ready. Anyway, speaking of SARS-CoV-2, which is the virus, COVID-19 is the syndrome that comes with the virus. So speaking about that, I want to let you guys know that I am going to be on West Virginia Prepared Minds live stream tonight at 9 o'clock. If you didn't see the last video I did, please go take a look at that. It is about doing your best to take care of an infectious family member without getting yourself and everyone else in the family sick or exposed. They probably already were exposed, but every time you're exposed, you increase your chances of getting sick. So let's reduce the exposure if you can. So that's what that video is about. I'm going to be on West Virginia Prepared Minds live tonight talking about that and going a little further into depth, because I used to work in a virology lab. I used to do the testing for coronaviruses that existed before this one did. And I'm going to talk more about that tonight. I used to work in stem cell research for adult stem cells, not embryonic, and I've taught high school biology, so I have a good understanding of molecular and cellular biology and virology and how these tests work, things like that. I am not a doctor, but I understand viruses themselves. It's not like it was in, I think the show was called House, where the doctors go down into some dark lab in the basement of the hospital and perform the tests themselves. That doesn't happen. Does not happen. First of all, they're not certified to do that. Second of all, they probably wouldn't know where to start because it's not their wheelhouse. They don't need to know. They're not supposed to know. They know how to interpret the results. They know which tests to call for when you have these symptoms. On the news, you might hear a doctor talking about the test being done and how it's being done in somewhere else in the world and how it's being done here and why things can't move along. But the honest truth is, many doctors don't understand testing. They know how to interpret the results. They know which tests to order, but they don't really understand the testing. So I can shed some light on that. There are people I used to work with that could probably shed a lot more light on it, but I'm not hearing any lab professionals. I can't find any other lab professionals or even research professionals out there really talking about it. So I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. If I get questions that I don't know the answer to, I'm going to write them down and research them, which is what I used to do when I was teaching. If a student came up with a good question, I'm like, that's a good question. Let's figure it out. So I will come back then on a later video and answer the questions that I got that I couldn't answer immediately. And some of these things I just won't be able to answer because we don't know. China's not sharing a lot of information. They didn't even send us a sample of the virus. We had to isolate it from our first patient ourselves here in the US. So please join me on the live stream tonight, March 8th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on West Virginia Prepared Minds channel. And if you have questions, please ask them. I don't know how, I think it's usually a couple hours. It's probably as long as my voice will be able to hold out. And we'll probably have plenty of time in 2 hours to find out everything I know about it anyway. So please join us tonight, March 8th, West Virginia Prepared Mind, 9 p.m. So for the Sunday success story, I'm back on track. I've started losing again, which is good. I've lost everything I gained back, and I'm started losing again, going in the right direction. That's awesome. Big success. And join me tonight. And don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. And until then, don't forget to smile, because a rainy day is no match for a sunny disposition. Bye, guys.